Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial here. And today we are not going to build this X60. We are instead going to build that over there, which is a German Br18 Schnellfahrzeug something. I don't fucking know German. But yeah, we're going to build this here and yeah. I think you'll have some use for it in your worlds. It is in real life the fastest operational steam locomotive in the world, so yeah. If my voice is a bit weird, I'm currently sick. Yes. Where the fuck the station? Anyway. Okay, there we go. We're going to start with a, let's see here. Anchor bar, medium standard, there we go. Like that. Then we are going to get a medium single wheel, and then we're going to get the larger double ones over back. Then we're going to get a, let's see here, triple axle, short, long logo. When assembling it, it's important that it rotates backwards because it's gonna flip around when you build it sometimes. So just keep that in mind. We're gonna disassemble this one so I can take the blocks out without having to search for you. If anyone's wondering what that ATC thing, it's from a project me and 3 other people are working on. It's quite cool. Let's see. There we go. So we're going to start by placing layered red terracotta all the way through here. Like that. And like that. I wish I could have red wheels on this train, but that's sadly not possible. Wait, shit, that's scorch. That's meant to be coal. Right. Seems I did an oopsie when building the other one. So you're meant to place coal there, pipes, like, wait, it's meant to be this here, pipes like that, then green, then coal there, and then I'm gonna get some brackets, and we're gonna place them here and here. Then we are going to get this here, which is a pipe with brackets in it, and it's cow catchers and this shit. Alright. It's like this and this. Yeah. This here is a cylinder casing, where we got a cylinder in it. Cylinder housing, I think would be more correct to say. I'm going to get these pipe panels like this. We're gonna place a green cow catcher in the bottom one, and reinforced green concrete in the top ones. Then we're gonna get more pipes like this. I'm thinking we're gonna place red terracotta in them, concrete, and we're gonna replicate this kind of thing here, but slightly different because we're not gonna have the line. We're gonna just have concrete like this. Okay, and we're gonna start doing this. Yeah, and this is gonna go for the whole way of the locomotive up until here, because here's where the kind of cabin firebox area starts. And we're gonna repeat the same on the other side. There. We're gonna fill this with green concrete panels or just green concrete, because it really doesn't matter. Shit, that's the wrong one. We're gonna remove this one and this one to leave space for the valve gear. Like that. Now we're done with this, basically most of the undercarriage. So we're gonna start on the firebox and cab area, but before that we're gonna get buffers on this locomotive. Thinking we might put a knuckle coupler on it just to piss off Germans, but I might actually want to use this someday, at least for showcasing German signals from a mod. So probably won't. We need that, and then we need this, that, right. I'm gonna start by placing blocks like this. And we're gonna place like there and there. These top ones, we're going to have these here. Because these here are quite cool, because they, on a real locomotive, there's a small hole there. So that basically replicates that, because the texture is broken, so you can see through it. And we're going to get like that, and we're going to place a panel in that. There we go. Now time for the detail behind this, which consists of copycat yeah, it's just copycat bytes, like this, and then it's copycat bytes like this. Wait, fuck, I've done something wrong. There. Okay, now it's fixed. There we go. So if you're designing your own locomotives, I would really recommend, for spaces like this here, if I just don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I'm going to pull up a picture, explain what this here is meant to be, because it might look a bit strange. Yeah, out on I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but on a reference picture at least, under the cab there's a small kind of space. And the same with that kind of bit of valve gear that's kind of fucking eccentric shit something, I don't know. I'm not a steam guy. I like electric and diesel. Yeah. That's yeah. That's why that's there at least. Now it's times here. It's half layered and it's a cab catcher, right? Do something like this. Yes, there. This here is meant to represent the bottom of a firebox. Just one layer, right? Like that. So, there we go. Now, the locomotive's undercarriage is... Right, I think there's a bit of a bogus too. Right, I did some bogus shit. That's basically just behind and just behind. Okay, that's simple enough. Like that. And here. Right, that was a smarter idea. Let's just do it like that, because that looks way better. In this fence gate it really doesn't matter what material you put, as long as it's the right color. Because there's so little of the texture visible anyway. If you want to, you could probably use a darker red or concrete maybe, depending on your taste, but if you're gonna have this thing running often, I would recommend something more grimy, because this terracotta looks extremely new. There we go. That is now finished. Now we can move on to the running board. So for this here, we're going to place green concrete like this for the boiler. And at the front here, we're gonna place coal like this. And we're going to get a trodden deep slate, and we're going to place this as the running board. And that's meant to go out there. It stops. Okay. Actually not make it go into a cab. Then for the inside, along the green bits, we're going to have green concrete in here. We could have right now. That's, I see here. Is there actually anything? Wait, there's bloody hell. Nothing. At least there's meant to be some kind of concrete or deep slate, or really whatever you choose. I recommend going with some variant of green concrete or more trodden deep slate. Okay. So let's start with more concrete, like this, so it's 3 kind of pixels and 4, and then there's 4 again. A pixel kind of bytes. Then we are going to get these here, which is smooth green concrete, and we're going to place them at the in between of these and up 1 block at each. These are meant to be boiler banding, which the real one has a bit of, but they're not that visible. And we're going to get this here, like this. And we're going to get that and that. And we're going to get some of these Macas lower roof bases, and we're going to place them. Fuck's sake. Let's see here. You should probably place these while facing the other way. Like facing towards from the inside of a boiler, not from the outside of a locomotive. Okay, so let's start with the firebox area, which is going to be a bit different from the rest of the locomotive. I'm going to obviously continue with these here. I'm going to remove those and replicate the same on both sides. There we go. Okay. I'm going to do something like this, where running board goes out and the running board stays the same, and the firebox slopes outwards slightly. It's not meant to be too noticeable. And then we put wired and grill green concrete in a pattern like this. Okay. That out of the way, we can now start getting on to the slightly more interesting bits, which is the side of a running board, which is going to be made like this, and this goes all the way across the engine, even across the tender. Place up some train casings here, just as temporary blocks. Remove these train casings, and see here. Then we are going to have a Macas roof, a green concrete lower base one over there, and then we can actually start properly with the firebox and such half layers. Right. It's meant to be half layers for half a block, then it goes out to. Then we do the here, we're gonna get those instead. Like that. And it does the same on the top. We're gonna have some iron wrapped locometal for the builder's plate, and then we're going to have these here for the edges. Put this back in. And we're going to use copycat bytes for the side of the smoke box. And then we're also going to use copycat bytes for the corners. In these we are going to place black cow catchers from Dave's Building Extended. Like that. Then we're gonna get cut coal blocks there. And we're gonna place a smokestack on top. On the sides it's quite simple really, you just place like this and like this. Then it is time for the smoke deflectors, I think. I'm gonna start off by doing this. And we're gonna place up one, have it in the same kind of place, and then place like that. We're gonna have a green cow catcher here. We're gonna have a cow concrete. After that's done, we're going to place here, around like that. So you get it looking like that. Then, quite an important detail, and that is the whistle, which is made out of a brass train hull in a copycat corner slice. Quite simple, I would say. Now I'm going to fill in this top block with green concrete, and it's time for the top of a boiler. And this is also really quite simple. So in real life there's this thing going across the top of a boiler. I am not a steam guy, so I don't know what the fuck it is, but I've only seen it on this exact locomotive, so I don't know, I have no bloody idea. Germans were probably smoking something like usual. There we go. If you want it looking nice, you're gonna have a darker edge on the outside and a lighter one on the inside. But that's how I think that looks nicer, at least. But depending on your taste, that could obviously differ. Now it is time to get to working on the bloody cab, which is going to be really quite simple. I mean, for fuck's sake, game. I'm gonna place these kind of support blocks here. Place up like this. We're gonna do the same on the other side. Like this, and there. Okay, I'm going to place these small grey stained glass like that. And we're going to place these over here. There we go. I'm going to place small grey stained glass like that, and we're gonna place, I think it is lined reinforced concrete, not lined just reinforced concrete, because it looks quite nice with a line on it. And here we go. We're going to do this kind of roof shape with copycat half layers like this. Now smooth green concrete in the top. We need to extend it out one block to over the tender. So there we go. And we're going to place in some of these. There. And under here we're going to actually have to extend this out one, and then we're going to build basically the same as over there, but we're going to extend it out by 2, like this. And we are gonna get some copycat ladders so you can actually get into the engine, which is quite nice, I would say. There, and that's copycat bike panels. Okay. So in real life it has these kind of doors, and where obviously there's not space for proper doors, I'd say, or you can't have half blocks turning nicely. Without doing like huge mechanism for it and disassembling a train. So we are not gonna do that, but we're gonna kind of do it, making it look like it's got nice kind of half doors, which we're just gonna do like this and leave them permanently in the open position. And now I noticed we missed something. There's something quite important on a steam locomotive, and that is brakes, and you need a compressor for the brakes to be able to work properly. So we're gonna build that compressor, and that's gonna be here. So without proper functioning brakes, you couldn't really run the engine, at least if it was a real one. In Minecraft, brakes really doesn't matter, since, I don't know, crate's kind of stupid. There's 2 of them, apparently. Yeah. And just replicate that on the other side. Like this. There. So for this compressor, it's quite interesting, because this here could be used for almost every single locomotive, different variation of this design. Compressors usually look quite similar on basically every single locomotive. So here, the locomotive seems to be pretty much done. Yeah, my locomotive's done now. Time for the tender. And this is gonna be quite simple. We're gonna extend out here like this. And then we're gonna get these fence gates with this in them, and I'm gonna dig down and place fence gates over the wheels, and we're gonna get like this. Oh wait, that's wrong, it's meant to be the other way. This and that. We'll do this on every single bogie side. There we go. So in real life, the whole locomotive is kind of curved in and kind of curved out, like in and out, kind of in on the bottom and top. So we're going to replicate that by doing this. Now we are going to build up one block, like this. This locomotive is obviously oil fired, so we do not need the space for coal, so you can just fill the tender in completely with really whatever you want. I would obviously recommend putting a fuel interface and the fuel tank from Steam and Rails in here, but that is up to you if you want to fire it on coal or if you want to use some alternate fuel. I'm gonna start back here with this. Place these like that, and then we're gonna have these to represent kind of ladders. We're gonna have one here and there to kind of go out the shaping of tender. Then we're gonna place these headstocks back here with buffers and with screw link. If you're wondering how I'm bringing up this menu, that is using Alt. Then we're gonna get some smooth green concrete in there, and now we're going to start on the tender sides. Actually, wait, we're gonna finish the back for quite simple, so we can finish it. There's meant to be a number plate on the back, and then meant to be like this, which is quite simple, and you should be able to follow along. Yeah, time for the tender sides, and that is also really quite simple. Because it is just this, and then you repeat it to the rest of tender. I know it might not feel that large and kind of imposing like they do in real life, but it is pretty much 1-to-1 scale, I would say. So see here, there, right. Gonna place up like this on the tender here, and on. Wait, we're gonna get this kind of anti-slip pattern on this here. There we go. Now OSHA will not complain at me. Okay, so let's see there. And now we're gonna start over here and do basically the exact same. Now I'm going to start at the top here, which is quite simple. These are meant to be kind of filling ports for water and oil. There. Okay, so yeah. The Br18 is now done. Let's get it glued and let's take it out for a test drive to Eslav. You probably need to glue this back bogie as one kind of separate bit. Glue like that and like that. Then the actual bit below here is going to be a separate bit so it can turn. So like that, if you see. Let's get it out from... I'm going to do from a smoke deflector to... Let's get the block placed there. Like that. Now it's important to make sure that the tender isn't attached to a locomotive and that the trailing axle isn't attached to a locomotive. Place there, and we're gonna place a block here, and we're gonna glue it from there to there. So now it should work if we put a control in it. Yeah, don't forget your train controls. If you want this, blaze. Should probably put a blaze burner in here too. Want this to run auto, you probably want another one, another control on the back. Nothing seems to be missing, so then we can go driving. Let's just place out lazily like this, and there we go. And it might look a bit cursed on really sharp curves, like I've got in my desk wall here. But it does look quite nice on this bit of railway I've got here, I think. Why is the signal blinking red? That's not meant to happen. Anyway, I think this here has been it for today. It's been fun building this, and I'll see you all next week, I hope. Next week there'll either be coaches for this or some other locomotive suggested in the comments, because I do read all of them as of now. Anyway, it's goodbye. Have a nice rest of your days, and yeah.